Welcome back everyone to more BallyDung Wrestling 24/7. I am the holographic version of Rugged Rebel, and this next matchup is the matchup that Claire and CanaRon have been setting up, trying to get it all set up all night long. The one is going to now defend the title. It was originally supposed to be the one and GL one-on-one for the Interim Championship, but now CanaRon was inserted by Claire because Claire doesn't want GL or the one walking out with the title, because I guess both were members of that now defunct alliance, but she doesn't want either of them walking out with the title tonight, so she's added CanaRon into the matchup to try and, I guess, put her side of things into this whole matchup, because Ravishing R, of course, let Claire down earlier in the night, and Claire has stated to CanaRon not to let her down because she does not like failure. It does not make her happy. And, I mean, GL, he's a good competitor. I mean, he's had a lot of opportunities in BallyDung Wrestling. He's held some gold in the past. I believe he is a former YouTube World Champion. He's a former Tag Team Champion in BallyDung Wrestling, and now he's going for the Interim Championship, which the Interim Champion is the recognized BallyDung Champion until the BallyDung Champion, the Mad Professor, makes his return to BallyDung Wrestling, whenever that is. He said he was going on a long, extended vacation to take some time off and recharge, because he said, you know, in that ring, you get a lot of beatings and everything, and I guess he just wanted to take his mind off of it for a while. So now, with this interim title, things are just crazy. I mean, we've seen no champion has been able to hold up the mantle of being interim champion for a title defense. The interim championship has been changing hands like a hot potato. Rugged Rebel had it, Ravishing R had it, the one now has it, and will that streak of the hot potato interim championship keep up tonight is a question that we'll find out in time. But you gotta wonder what the one is at right now. I mean, he can't be at 100%. He's already fought 2 matches already. This will be his 3rd match in the same show. So the one's gotta be pretty much drained if you think about it. I know he's probably got a lot of endurance and stamina and probably does a lot of cardio work and everything like that, but nothing can prepare you for 3 matches in one night. There is just no way that you can compare that. I mean, it's going to be a tough battle for all these competitors, but probably the one, he's got a big mountain to climb. I mean, he's been defending that title. He has to defend that title. He's defended his tag team titles by himself tonight, which is surprising in and of itself. And even more amazing is that he overcame a 2-on-1 match with the new Nexus to retain the tag team title. So the one, he's no stranger to having the odds against him and overcoming almost insurmountable odds. But here comes CanaRon now, and looks like he's fired up for this matchup. He's got a lot of momentum on his side, as well as he's fresh. He and GL have not had to compete yet tonight, and CanaRon has that belt, that NCW title, but there are 2 NCW belts. The one has the other, and CanaRon has one that he thought he beat the one for, but apparently he beat one from a parallel dimension and has a belt that is similar but not the same. So that whole NCW title situation is still up in the air. Nobody knows yet what's going to happen with that, but CanaRon looks like he's fired up and ready for this matchup, and he wants to make Claire very happy. And speaking of other things, I heard that another matchup, Claire has signed another matchup tonight. And of course, the one, I think, has signed off on that matchup and agreed to it. Claire will have a matchup tonight, apparently, for the Jewel Championship. That's right, folks, you heard right. The Jewel Championship will be on the line later on tonight, as we have just been seeing title matches here on 24/7, a lot of them thus far, as we head into WrestleWave. And it looks like GL and CanaRon are targeting the one, and the one looks like those matches might have taken a toll on him as GL takes down CanaRon, and CanaRon looks like he might be in a bit of trouble here as now the 1 hits the altered vision on CanaRon, and now GL going right after the 1. And I think GL would love to turn this matchup into a one-on-one regardless of who is in the ring with him. He probably doesn't care if he beats the 1 or if he beats CanaRon. It probably doesn't make a bit of difference to GL as now he's got the cover, but no, too close to the ropes, and CanaRon was right there to break up the pinfall. So I don't think to GL it matters who he pins or who he defeats as long as he wins the matchup, and I think CanaRon would love to beat either of these competitors because it would guarantee the championship, but I think he would love even more to beat the 1. That would probably be the feather in his cap if he were able to beat the 1 here tonight and walk out the new interim champion. But, I mean, the 1, he's the champion, but in triple threats with no disqualification, no count out. That's going to be a tall order to try and retain the title as champions. Don't usually the alternate vision on GL, and now the 1 with a cover 1. No, and a kick out by GL. Champions don't have the championship advantage because the champion can lose the title without having to be pinned or made to submit in a triple threat. So the 1, he's got to be on the defensive, and he's got to try and pick up a pinfall or submission on either of these 2 competitors as soon as he can to try and take that out of the retain the title and take out the disadvantage out of the equation. But nonetheless, CanaRon is taking it to the 1 who looks to be tired after his earlier bouts. And, I mean, who can blame him? He's been in a lot of fights thus far tonight. And looks like GL's going for the... Looks like he's going for the receipt on CanaRon, and CanaRon is in dire straits, and now GL could have gone for a pinfall there, but he's waiting. Looks like he's taking his time as now he tosses 1 to the apron. And I guess GL is going to knocks the 1 out of the ring, and now GL will go for the cover, but no, the ropes, too close to the ropes as now GL grabs CanaRon by the throat, choke slams CanaRon, and now a boot to the head. And it looks like GL might be closing in, the 1 trying to recover on the outside. As now GL sets up the 1, and it looks like GL's going for the go to sleep. Oh, he hits the GTS and busts the 1 open, the 1 bleeding, and now GL is going for another receipt here. And this might be it for CanaRon. This might be the end, as now GL hits the receipt and's got the cover. 1, 2, 3. The 1 couldn't get back in time. He was knocked out from that move by GL, and GL gets the cover, gets the 3, and becomes the new interim champion. The 1 just couldn't get up in time, couldn't recover from that GTS in time. As when he came to, the hand was already coming down for the 3. The 1 tried to get back in as fast as he could, but it was just not to be, as CanaRon loses the match, and in turn GL becomes the new interim champion here. And what a surprising turn of events this is. GL, the new interim champion. The streak of the interim title continues as GL is going to celebrate this victory here on 24/7. Congratulations to the new interim champion of BallyDung Wrestling, GL. And this is huge for him, and he's got to be very, very happy with how this has turned out tonight on 24/7. Welcome back, everyone, and the new interim champion GL is saying that he's won the belt, and now he is the new BallyDung Wrestling interim champion, and he is a legend. He doesn't want the fans to forget that fact. And wait a second, Kato telling GL to wait just a minute, and there is Britt. She said Britt has returned from his vacation, and Britt saying that he was never pinned or made to submit, and that he is still the champion, and now he's sick of all these short title reigns and the tainting of the belt by short title reigns. GL saying he'll crush Britt and will stop the reign tonight, but Kato saying the match will not take place tonight, It'll happen at the big BallyDung event WrestleWave. She's telling GL to be ready for that matchup.